Okay, so let's look at our focus question one last time because we're about to read the first paragraph on page 15. Reread the first paragraph on page 15 of John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer. What is the main purpose of this paragraph? So we're looking for the main purpose of the first paragraph that we're about to read right now. So it starts here with John and it ends here with life. So we're going to really focus on what would the main purpose be of this paragraph.
John thought a while. Of course, he would plant them in the wild. No one had settled there yet, but they would one day. Sure, there were dangers out there. There were venomous snakes and wild wolves, but that wouldn't stop the settlers. They were looking for new places to build houses and start a new life.
Okay, so we'll pause there. So the main topic or the main reason, the main purpose of this paragraph, the reason why the author wrote this, it talks about he wanted to plant apple trees. He just didn't really know where. But then he realized, oh, wait, it wouldn't stop settlers from moving into the wild because they needed space to live. So they were looking for new places to build houses and start a new life. So really the main purpose of this whole first paragraph is to kind of explain why John would plant the trees in the wild. He wasn't just planting them for no one. He was planting them because eventually later on, the settlers would want to move there and they could use those trees to get apples from and make cider from. So really the main purpose of this is to explain why John would plant trees in the wild. So keep that in mind on your Google form that you're going to fill out later. The main purpose is to explain why John would plant trees in the wild. All right, let's continue.
They needed open places to plant fruit and vegetables and raise cows and horses. Apple trees were always a welcome sight. If he could find the right spots to plant his trees, people would come to those places, and the new nation would grow. So John went out looking. When he found a good place, he dug holes and placed an apple seed in each one. Then he pushed the dirt back into the hole with his bare foot.
So he became kind of an expert planter. Okay, this is our last page we're going to read today, and it has our vocab word on it too. Beneath.
After a long day of planting many apple seeds, John slept beneath the moon and stars. The next day, he walked on, looking for more good spots to plant his seeds. He planted them along rivers and streams. He planted them in places where people would like to live. He planted hundreds of seeds. Thousands. Soon people stopped calling him John. Now they called him by his new name, Johnny Appleseed.
Okay. So we see the word beneath up here. It says, after a long day of planting many apple seeds, John slept beneath the moon and stars. Beneath. Pretty much, I think we should know what this word means. It just means kind of like underneath or under the moon and stars. We'll take that note in the next video so we don't run out of time, but get your note